Pristine sandy beaches, lush green landscapes, and an exotic cultural experience are what people look for on vacations. But did you know that you can actually hire a girlfriend to show you around in some countries? These women are trained in pressing all the right buttons and making their customers feel wanted in a foreign land. Let's explore the country where you can rent a girlfriend for as little as $3 an hour. Number 1. Japan. Japan has always been a center for innovation in the world. From the food to the service industry, the country offers a sneak peek into what the future would look like. One of the most fascinating concepts that Japan has come up with is rental girlfriends, where men seeking company can hire lovely young women by the hour. Such services in Japan are very common and completely legal. Gentlemen who are too busy to focus on their social lives can rent girlfriends for companionship and emotional support for all kinds of occasions, ranging from social events to family gatherings. It may be surprising to hear, but this particular industry has been thriving in Japan since the early 2000s. Various companies throughout Japan offer these services to people looking for companionship without all the baggage that comes with a traditional relationship. Initially, these services mainly targeted busy professionals and socially isolated men who desired the companionship of a woman. However, the industry expanded over time to accommodate tourists and foreigners seeking cultural experiences. The rise of rental girlfriend culture in Japan has impacted traditional dating and relationships as well. For many people, renting a girlfriend is far more convenient to remedy their loneliness or social isolation. On the other hand, others think that these kinds of relationships ultimately lead to unrealistic expectations of romance and diminish the importance of authentic emotional connections. While rental girlfriends are extremely popular in Japan, some people tend to confuse them with escort services. It is important to understand that these services have some very strict boundaries. Customers are not allowed to get physical with their rental girlfriends in any way, and they can't bring these ladies home or to a private hotel room. Some services even forbid the customers from bringing their rental dates to swimming pools or beaches, as they may require the women to wear revealing clothes. However, rental girlfriends can be taken on a dinner date, karaoke bars, or even family gatherings. These women are experts at having pleasant conversations and would even hold hands with their customers. People can even ask them to wear certain kinds of clothes as long as the women are willing to do so. Most of these services offer a variety of rental girlfriends to choose from, and customers can hire women in almost every part of Japan. Typically, the rent to hire a girlfriend for 1 hour is around $50, but based on the location and beauty of the women, this amount can vary. Obviously, this doesn't include other expenses such as transportation and meals. Apart from renting girlfriends, people can even hire family members or friends as well in Japan. For example, rental parents can be hired to look after a child in case a customer is busy at work. They can even accompany people at work or school to offer a formal apology on the customer's behalf. Did you know about the rental friends and family services in Japan? Let us know in the comments. Number 2. China. After seeing the success of girlfriend rental services in Japan, many companies in China have also started to offer similar services. There are countless websites and apps that people can use to select the woman of their dreams, to accompany them for a few hours, or even for the whole day. The trend of renting girlfriends started at first in the big cities in China, where men usually work hard, long hours, and have almost no time to socialize for actual relationships. However, it quickly blew up and became a solution to a lot of their problems. Chinese parents generally pressure their children into settling down and getting married, especially during the Lunar New Year. By having a rental girlfriend with them during these family events, men can avoid difficult conversations regarding marriage. Apart from hiring girlfriends for awkward situations, people in China can also rent women to accompany them in shopping malls. Shopping can be a daunting task, and it becomes tiresome for most people if they are doing it alone. So some malls in China offered a solution to this by offering customers rental girlfriends inside the mall premises. Female models stand on podiums in the shopping mall, and customers can pick whoever they like to accompany them while they shop. The whole process is as simple as scanning a QR code and making a payment of around $1.5 for every 20 minutes. These women will stay with the customers for as long as they want them to, and will even carry their shopping bags. Customers don't necessarily have to take their hired girlfriends for shopping either. They can choose to take them on a lunch date in the mall's food court. However, they are not allowed to take them outside of the mall premises or make any unwanted physical advances on the women. Each rental girlfriend also comes with a photographer who follows customers around and snaps photos of them together. Customers don't always have to be men. Anyone willing to pay for it can hire these women, and female shoppers have been known to avail their services to help take care of their children in the mall. Rental girlfriend services generally see a spike during the Lunar New Year holidays. Normally, hiring a girlfriend during the off-season can cost anywhere from a few cents to over $300 per hour. However, during the peak season, this price can range from somewhere between $500 to over $1,500. Sometimes the women offering rental services see more than one customer and can make up to almost $6,000 a day. These services are not as strictly monitored in China as they are in Japan, so there have been cases of fraud over the years as well. This also means that the customers can sometimes expect more than a platonic relationship with their rental girlfriends, like kissing or even sleeping together. For these additional services, the price obviously goes up to around at least $200 up front, with more for travel, meals, and other expenses. Number 3. South Korea. Renting girlfriends has been becoming increasingly popular in South Korea over the last few years. Many of these services have been thriving in the country, and people can hire girlfriends or boyfriends to suit their needs. Much like in China, South Korean youngsters are also pressured by their society into getting married. Since many of the local women are opting to stay single all their lives, men have been turning towards these rental services to avoid difficult conversations with their parents. Through apps that offer these rental services, people can ask their hired girlfriends about major life decisions, get coffee for coworkers, and even attend a funeral. Of course, they can choose to go on simple dates and shopping trips too. The agencies working behind these apps are quick in setting up their customers with dates. However, they are asked to pay extra in case they want to extend their time with their rented girlfriends. Usually, the cost of hiring a girlfriend is around $50 per hour, but it can vary depending on the woman's beauty and the quality of service she provides. The agencies also sometimes ask the rental girlfriends to lie about their height and age to attract more customers. Most of the women employed by these agencies use a fake name to protect their actual identities, and they are also forbidden from exchanging contact details with the client. Rental girlfriends are also warned against getting into cars alone with the customer or going to private rooms, and the customers are prohibited from touching their rental girlfriends. The women providing these services are careful about not referring to the clients by their names and are strictly forbidden from calling them oppa, as the term has been known to overly excite Korean men. Most of the men in South Korea use these services if they have difficulty in landing actual dates. However, some services cater particularly to foreigners who want to experience Korean culture with a beautiful young woman by their side. Women can hire an oppa, which translates to older brother, to show them around the country, and men can rent out unni, or older sisters, to accompany them. These rental girlfriends or boyfriends are basically guides for customers who would want to do something a little girly with a local Korean friend. They can go on shopping trips for beauty products or clothes, or even get beauty treatments with their chosen unnies. These rental girlfriends are experts in giving men advice on how to pull off Korean fashion and are non-judgmental when it comes to certain fashion choices that men might like. The unnies usually take the customers on a 2.5-hour tour of Myeongdong, a popular shopping district in Seoul. They can also enjoy all kinds of street foods while they shop. People not interested in shopping can take their unnies to the usual tourist destinations too, like Bukchon Hanok Village, Ikseon-dong, Gyeongbok Palace, and Gwangjang Food Market. These tour dates start at $70 for 2.5 hours and can go up to more depending on the location and duration of the tour. Would you hire an unni to show you around South Korea? Tell us in the comments below. Number 4. Vietnam. Vietnam is a popular tourist destination. Not only is it cheap and affordable for most foreigners, it also has some of the most beautiful landscapes in the world. However, many single men find it difficult to explore the exotic Vietnamese culture on their own. So, to address this, many young local women offer their services as guides and rental girlfriends. The reality is that most foreigners get swindled by women from the red light districts in Vietnam. While these women are experts at providing pleasure, they are not great at making their customers feel wanted and loved. There are many agencies in Vietnam that pride themselves in catering to lonely men or to those just looking for a partner during their travels. On average, a Vietnamese woman makes around $150 per month, so they prefer to sell their services as companions for extra money. Typically, a rental girlfriend in Vietnam just costs around $100 for a week, and this price goes down to $200 to $300 if she is hired for a whole month. However, this cost may vary depending on the duration of the stay, the kinds of services their clients are interested in, and obviously on how beautiful the rented girlfriend is. During this time, these women accompany their clients everywhere from shopping trips to more adventurous outings. They are usually college students, so they are fluent in English and can hold up interesting conversations. On top of that, they will make sure to negotiate on behalf of their clients with restaurants and shopping vendors. For those interested in settling down on a more permanent basis in Vietnam, most of these rented girlfriends are more than willing to tie the knot as well. Women generally suffer from poverty and lack of employment in the country, and a well-off foreign man is the answer to most of their problems. Number 5. Thailand. With its pristine beaches, low cost of travel, and stunning women, Thailand is another extremely popular tourist destination in Asia. The country also offers great rental girlfriend services to men looking to spend their vacation with a travel companion. People can hire Thai girlfriends for a day, a week, or even for a month, depending on the duration of their stay. There are several dating apps to get a holiday girlfriend, which makes it very easy to find the perfect Thai woman to rent across cities like Bangkok, Pattaya, Phuket, and even more. These rental girlfriends are companions, travel guides, interpreters, and negotiators, all rolled into one. This makes them ideal for single men on vacation in Thailand, and they have no problems with spending the night with their customers either. Although it is not impossible to find fun-loving single Thai girls who would want to spend time with foreign men for free, it is certainly difficult. Most people who visit the country are looking to have a little fun with the beautiful local ladies, and rental girlfriends make the ideal partner. They tend to be cheaper than taking women on a traditional date and are completely aware of the client's expectations and physical needs. Renting a girlfriend in Thailand is far easier and simpler, and the best part is that there are no strings attached. Women offering these services know they are just holiday girlfriends, and they move on after they have been paid. The best way to rent a girlfriend in Thailand is to search for them online through dating apps or through agencies that offer these services. People can also visit the girly bars or other nightlife venues with Thai bar girls and freelance women looking to get hired as girlfriends. Renting girlfriends through a bar usually involves buying the woman drinks while getting to know her better. People can then negotiate a price and pay a bar fee for every day they want a particular woman to stay with them. The best way to hire these women is to wait for the right one to come along and just ask her to stick around for a few days. It is best not to make any long-term commitments with rental girlfriends, as people can find more of such ladies in almost every part of Thailand. However, these women are more than willing to accompany their customers to remote corners of the country where such services may not exist. Typically, the cost to rent a Thai girlfriend depends on the girl's looks, the cost of daily bar fines, and obviously the negotiating skills. The bar girls charge a minimum of $60 in addition to a few dollars for the bar fee. Renting girlfriends through agencies is a little costlier, and the price can go up to around $300. This doesn't include any additional expenses for hotels, travel, and food. However, it is important to remember that most Thai rental girlfriends treat this as a business. They are great at making their customers feel wanted. So, there have been cases where men tend to overcommit to a relationship. This industry is not as regulated in Thailand as it is in some of the other countries, and people have reported to have been swindled for money. Have you heard about the Thailand girlfriend experience before? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. Number 6. Indonesia. The rental girlfriend services in Indonesia are relatively new. They started getting viral in 2022 and quickly became a hot topic of debate on the internet. Some owners of the agencies providing these services were even interviewed, and it was widely covered by several Indonesian news outlets. Many of the locals think that rental girlfriend services contradict their social and cultural norms. They view it as a way to objectify women and believe that such agencies treat women as service or entertainment providers rather than as individuals with their own feelings and desires. Many of the agencies in Indonesia mimic the services provided by their Japanese counterparts. Rather than just offering rental girlfriends, these companies cater to every need of their clients and offer rental family members and friends as well. People opting to hire a girlfriend in Indonesia also sometimes just do it for online interactions. They can chat with them, have voice calls, and even video calls. Some additional services also include sleep calls or gaming sessions. Typically, any physical intimacy is prohibited by the service providers. That means that clients have to limit their physical contact with the rental girlfriends to smaller gestures like holding hands or hugs. Sleeping with the clients or exchanging contact information is strictly forbidden to the women working for the agencies. However, there are some agencies that disguise escort services as rental girlfriend services. While this is uncommon in Indonesia, it still exists since it is difficult to effectively monitor the level of intimacy a particular agency might offer. The rates for rental girlfriends vary significantly on the type of agency and the kind of services requested by the customers. Online chatting sessions cost somewhere between $1 to $5 an hour, and offline dates are a little more expensive, ranging from $3 to $13 an hour. These rates only cover the service fee for the rental girlfriends, and the customer has to bear any additional expenses such as food or movie tickets. Many of the men who hire girlfriends do so out of loneliness. Foreigners, on the other hand, can find a suitable guide and female partner on their travels to Indonesia. While it is uncommon, there have been cases where a customer has fallen in love with a rental girlfriend and has even decided to get married. Number 7. The Philippines. Many of the foreigners who visit the Philippines think that the only way they can hire a woman is from a red light district. This was true in the past, but since the COVID pandemic, many of the local ladies have started to offer their services as rental girlfriends online. And now some of these women can also be hired from malls, bars, or even restaurants. Initially, a young woman started providing these services in 2020 after she discovered a number of lonely men on a subreddit. She realized that people just needed to talk to someone during those trying times and decided to put herself up on social media platforms. Without revealing her true identity, she advertised that she would only provide services that she was comfortable with, which meant nothing physical. In the beginning, she opened online services such as messaging, calls, and video calls, but later transitioned to in-person meetings as well. Her services were clean, and she only went on actual dates in public cafes or parks. She charged around $17 for a 2-hour date in person, and the same amount for 7 days of online chat or 1-hour calls. For 1-hour video calls, she charged $52 per week. Soon she was earning way more from providing her services as a rental girlfriend than from her office job, and was earning around $350 a month. After people saw the success this woman had with rental girlfriend services, agencies started to pop up all over the country. Anyone can now hire a girlfriend for a few dollars through apps and websites. Many well-educated young Filipino women are available through these platforms, and they cater to all needs of their clients. People can hire these rental girlfriends for $17 to $35 for the entire day, and as little as $86 for the whole week. Obviously, the price goes up depending on how beautiful and young the rental girlfriend is, and the types of services expected from her. Most of these ladies can prove to be great local guides for foreigners, and of course, they are amazing travel partners for those seeking a true cultural experience in the Philippines. Number 8. Malaysia. Malaysia is largely a very conservative country, since it has a majority of Muslims within its borders. However, in 2022, a post on Facebook went viral in the country of a man who had rented a woman to be his girlfriend for a couple of hours. The post also advertised that the man had hired the lady through an app. It was later revealed that the post on Facebook was done by the founder of the app himself. He wanted to market it as a platform where people can find locals of an area to meet them and be friends for a few hours. people raised concerns about it becoming a site for escort services. But the founder of the app emphasized that he only wanted lonely individuals to find friends that they could pay to spend some time with. The idea quickly caught on across Malaysia, and thousands of people started signing up for the Rent a Girlfriend app. Soon after that, many other similar apps were also launched in the country. People could simply make a profile and look for compatible women to hang out with. They could opt to just chat with them online, or even go out with their rented girlfriends for a meal or other outdoor activities. While these platforms are common in Malaysia today, there are safeguards to ensure the security of the rental girlfriends as well as the customers. People are made aware of the difference between renting a girlfriend and escort services when they sign up, and they are asked to keep things completely platonic. Women who offer their services on these platforms can set their own pricing. The minimum price on these apps is around $12, but it can go up depending on the rental girlfriend's reviews and ratings. All communication is done through these apps to ensure the privacy of the clients as well as that of the women. Most Malaysians who rent girlfriends seek female companions who can engage with them in social activities. The service is also open to foreigners who might want to connect with locals on their trip to Malaysia. That's all that we have for you today. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Click on the screen for more content like this. See you in the next one.